Hello, welcome and welcome back. It's Jen here, and today I'm bringing you my new challenge. It's going to be a pantry challenge. We're moving house, and I really don't want to move with all this food stuff. So we got a lot of things in the cupboard, dry goods, as well as a lot of meat in our freezer. So I'm gonna be going through that, minimizing how much we buy, and then doing an update uh, end of January, because I'll be doing for January, and this of the dry goods, a lot of it is vegan. So yeah, so I hope you do enjoy this challenge. And this is the pantry section. As you can see, there's a lot of food stuff, loads and loads. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful we're in a position where we can afford to have all this food, but it's just too much. We need to get eating some of it and correct our shopping habits. So over here I've got coconut milk, so I'm going on a veganuary soon. Well, today is, I think it's the 14th of December, so in 2 weeks time I'll be doing veganuary. So I'm very confident most of this stuff will get eaten. I just need to be mindful when I go to the shop to buy more stuff, because we don't need to be holding this much. So the coconut milk is from Aldi, and I've got 3 things of olives. These are from Lidl, that's where I like to get my olives. And then I got 3 pasta sauce. We do eat quite a bit of pasta, so the only thing with this is that they're not vegan, so I won't be able to be eating those, but my family can do. For some reason we got 3 pink onions. There's no reason to be buying multiple items from Aldi. I can understand if it's from Costco. And then a couple of weeks back I bought this pickled red cabbage, because fermented food is good for me. I was gonna have it like with a salad, with a rice bowl, but not go around to it. But I know it's there. And then I got 2 things of sun-dried tomatoes that will go very nicely with any kind of salad or rice. And then this is what happens when you buy stuff from Costco. We've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 6. We've got 18 cans of beans, but once again I'm going on veganuary, that's not an issue. And then we've got 1 lone black bean tin. I don't like to have tin beans apart from baked beans. They make me very gassy, but I'm sure my husband bought these for some reason. We got red onion chutney. I'm sure this is my husband for his salads or his sandwiches. I just don't know if he remembers it's there. There's red Thai sauce for when I start making my curries in January, but it's been there for a while. Everything is within date. Then I got pasta bake from Domeo, so I do cook pasta for my family. And then gherkins, that's for my husband. I don't like gherkins. We got a thing of flour here, so this is white self-raising, and this is not self-raising. So I think I'll mix the two. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. And back onto that, continues with the pasta. I do make lasagna. We do eat pasta and spaghetti. We've not eaten spaghetti in a long time, but that's there. And then here I got my rice. So this is short grain brown rice. It's organic. I get from Amazon. It's 3 kilos, and this is the leftover. And it's, once again, it's how I buy stuff. That's why we got so much of this stuff. So I do find that getting organic rice from Amazon is cheaper, so that's why I do that. And then we got a lone thingy of tofu. I'm sure I'll use this in January. I can't remember when I bought it, but what's important is it's still within date. And then we got our noodles. I'm shocked we only have 3 packs, because we don't normally have loads of it. And we've got 2 packs of kind of stir-fry stuff. I got 3 others up in this cupboard as well. And then this is stuff I got from Kenya. My mom brought it. We got 3 things of honey. They're not the best quality. They've solidified. They're so hard to use. So I think I'll keep them, and we'll use them towards maybe in summer, because they should still be within date. So, or maybe not. I'll have a good look. And so that's what's happening with those 3. So this is peanut butter, and this is also from Kenya, and I have another one up there somewhere, so we'll be using that up and then getting back to this one. So peanut butter is vegan, so I know I'll eat a lot of this in January, so it's not going to go to waste. And then I got these 2 packs of coconut oil. from Costco back in summer. I was gonna start making, what is it called, homemade soap, but I never got around to it. But they can be eaten and they can be used for hair, so it's not gonna go to waste. Expiry date is 2026, so I'm gonna find a use for it. It might not be cooking, it might be, I don't know, I'll figure it out, but it's still being counted as part of food stuff. Then we got the excess of cinnamon powder. um, um, I'm probably gonna start baking in January when it's Veganuary, so we'll see. If I don't, I'll get rid of it. And this is Himalayan salt from Costco. This is how we like to buy it. And in the Black Friday sales, I got this bone broth. I've decided not to open it because we are mid-December. If I open it now and I'm doing Veganuary, it's just gonna be open for a while, not unless my family wants to use it. So the expiry date is actually 2028, so it can keep. And then I got 4 packs of pineapples. I do eat tinned pineapples. I don't like to buy fresh pineapples because I find they're so tatty. So, and then there's a lone tin of tuna. I probably eat it sooner than later. It's within date. I've checked 2025 April. And then I got pumpkin seed vinegar, which I didn't even know I had. And then these fenugreek seeds for sprouting. I've started sprouting these. They're really nice in rice actually. And then sprouting broccoli seed for sprouting, and that's what's in here as well. And then kids juice. So this is stinging nettle. I got this from my grandma, and no, this from my grandma, and my mom bought this from the shop in Kenya, and it's very good. It's high in fiber, it's got good nutrients, and it keeps really well. So I'm going to be using a lot of this in January to make mashed potatoes. So in Kenya, in my community, we make mashed potatoes with green vegetables. So I'm going to be doing that, and so I do believe I will be able to use up a lot of this. As I already mentioned, this is the flour. Now, this is some spices I bought from some Indian shop somewhere. I haven't used, so I'm going to get rid of this. I've got raisins. I bought these recently from Aldi, and I was going to use them for baking. Never got around to it, but in January, I'll be eating a lot of porridge, and that is not going to go to waste. And that's my husband's coffee. Down there in that container is my Uveda powder. And then here I've got this castor oil. I mostly use it for hair and sometimes for mouth oil pulling, so I could technically mix it with the coconut oil and use it that way. And here comes my beans. Now, I love to have beans, and they make a good part of my diet, whether I'm going vegan or not. And recently I've been sprouting a lot of beans. So I've got my black eye beans, and so I do use this. I sprout them and then I use them in my rice, and it makes quite a nice dish. So these ones are black beans from Kenya. My mom brought these. My friend and her friend, Mama Glow, actually bought this for me, and I'm really grateful for that. They're quite, like with all other beans, they were very good with good carbohydrates and protein. So I've been going through this. I've not actually sprouted this yet, but I will be using this in my rice dishes. And this is red lentils. Now, these are great because you don't have to, well, you can sprout them because I think they're split or something. But they're great. You just soak them for half an hour, and you can make a really nice dal with coconut milk. Especially even though you're not a vegan, it's a really easy, nice, quick meal. Or you can add it to your soups, and it's great. Empty container. And then these are now, I don't know what they're called in English, but in my community we call them jahe, and basically they're high in protein. The only difference between this and the black beans is that this skin is quite harder than the black beans, so this easily go into the rice. Well, these ones you need to have properly soaked them and sprouted if you want to cook them in the rice, like in normal cooking rice. So yeah, that's the thing with that. And I probably use all my beans in the rice because I don't want to make bean stews or put them in mashed potatoes, to be honest. Okay, and here we've got my chia seeds. I'm sure I will have good use with this because I'll be baking bread. And yeah, and here I have my porridge flour. My friend made this for me from Kenya. made of good ingredients. There's actually no maize in that. So it's got sorghum millet, it's got beans, it's got baobab. It's really good and nutritious. So I will be drinking a lot of porridge. I've done quite a bit from here, to be honest. I tend not to drink porridge in summer months, so I'm just getting around to it. And so that is what my pantry looks like at the moment, mid-December. And the idea is to use all this up and be mindful with what I'm buying, because I do not want to be moving house with all this food stuff, and also need to be more mindful of how we buy. And here is all the condiments or extra things like spices we use. So here I've got all these like Worcestershire, I can say soy sauce, our vinegars, they're all within there. And here is part of our shopping problem. I've got 4 garlics, and I've got another one in the fridge. I mean, they're from Aldi, they don't come in a multi-set, so there's no reason to have 5 of them. And this is a spray olive oil, which we actually do use quite a lot. And we have a big one from Costco, but we would try to refill this one from here, but we can open the top, so that's a problem. And here's the rest of our spices. Salt, I get loads of salt from Costco, and I just use this container. It's a bit rusted, I might look for a different one, but yeah. And then spices, so we got spices and what is it, cranberry sauce, we got some peanut butter and all this stuff. Oh, these are my supplements. I've got some iron. I'm trying to finish this. I won't be buying any more. It really does constipate me. I got multivitamins, which is about just basically for vitamin D, but I think I'll go back to cod liver oil, glucosamine and chondroitin. Now this is great if you're over 40 and you've got issues with your joints. This is great. And this is my electrolyte complex. I bought it when I was trying to do extended fasting. I don't use it for that reason, but I use it every night because it really helps me with my sleep. So I do one of these a day. It's actually supposed to be 2 a day, but 1 is usually sufficient for me. And then I've got apple cider vinegar. Now this is great if you want to curb your hunger or if you have digestive issues. I'm currently not using it, but it's something I always go back to, so I will keep this one. And these are the other extra bits like yeast and spice mixes and my stuff for baking. I don't bake a lot, but my son will occasionally ask to bake, so that's where that stuff is kept, together with my vegetable cubes, which I use a lot. And then these shakers, we only use these when people come around, to be honest, but if I get rid of them, my husband will just buy some more. So yeah, that is what come from those cupboards, which are now clean. I'll put them back. I just have to be mindful of what I have before I go to the shop. And this is what we got rid of. So this bag is full of expired things, these spices, this icing sugar, this all sorts of stuff. This is my weather stuff, it's not going to get rid of. And these are the containers which I emptied. So this is an old olive oil container, spray one. So I think I just wash this and keep it for when I need a spray olive oil, which I can kind of just get used from the big Costco bottle. And this is honey we got from Kenya, and it's just solidified. It's full of sugar and this as well. So I'm gonna get rid of what's remaining. And we got bicarbonate soda, baking soda, which we actually do use, but I think it's expired. We got 2 of these lemon juices, which we honestly don't use. So yeah. And we got more food stuff in here. So I got some pumpkins down here. I've checked, they're not rotting, but I might need to, I use them for pumpkin soup. I've done a baked one before, but I think making pumpkin soup is a better option for me. And hidden underneath here is my sweet potatoes and potatoes. I've actually got only 3 sweet potatoes, and I have a few onions. As you can see, this is what happens to onions. We don't eat onions a lot in this house because my husband is actually quite sensitive to them. He gets really bad dyspepsia, so we don't eat them as much. So, but we do eat spring onions. So I'll probably plant this and make it into a spring onion. And this is what I mean. I think one of these is died. No, this is coming back to life. I don't know. I need to check them if they died. If it's not, I'll replace with this one. As you can see, this one is coming back to life. So I sort this out. So this is how the fridge looks. There's not much in there. This is a Thai box which we're going to be eating tonight, and we've got some eggs there, and I think our vegetables are quite controlled. This does not often happen, but I'll show you my freezer. And this is our freezer. As you can see, it's full top to bottom. So up here we've got cheese, we've got kidney, beef and kidney pie. This is a lot of it is cooked stuff, which I do use, and also some soup, which I do tend to have soup or porridge with each and every one of my meals. So next here is kind of vegetables. So I usually use half a tin of coconut milk at a go, and somehow I ended up with 2 halves. So this is where both of these small containers are. So this is half a can, this is half a can. I just need to be mindful of that. And then we've got frozen vegetables. I got some spinach there, corn, and also my frozen manga there. And this is pumpkin that I made soup and those leftovers. All of this is a meat cupboard, and there's also some pumpkin there for soup. And yeah, I buy my meat from Costco. That is why there's so much of it there. But we do go through it. And the final one is actually cooked food. So I've been meal prepping because I've started shift work, and so here is rice with the black beans, like I was saying. So this is all cooked food in here, and this soup as well. So you know, I can go a whole week without cooking, and I will still have good meals. I'm finding these containers really good because this is just the right amount of food I should be eating for my 1 meal a day. So here there's rice and vegetables. So all I do is get a piece of meat from there and put it in the air fryer, as well as approximately that much of soup, and that makes my 1 meal a day. And so I am confident this will be used up. And it's quite important for me to do meal prepping because I'm doing shift work. I need to make sure my family is eating healthy meals, as well as myself eating healthy meals, because shift workers are known to eat not so healthy, and I would like to carry on making sure we're eating healthy.